Let's do this. Na, 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 na. Welcome back to Authentically Rubes, a place where we take care of our mind, body, and souls in our most authentic way, which is the best possible way that we can live our most enjoyable lives. My name is Ruby, and I am here to guide you through either the video you are watching or the podcast you are listening to. I am super excited to dive into today's topic, which came into my mind like 10 minutes before this. So we're really in line with it today. The reason I want to talk about starting is because it's something that so many of us struggle with. It's so easy to think of excuses, to think of reasons why we can't do something, and to basically let ourselves give up before we even start. And as someone who has done this so much in the past, I just want you to know that you are not alone, and this happens to literally every single one of us. But the thing that differentiates us between actually living our dreams and staying where we are right now is starting. It is one of the best things that we can do for ourselves. By starting, I don't mean taking these huge steps that we have no idea how to take because we're obviously just starting off. We're just starting to begin the process, the journey of going towards our biggest dreams and our biggest goals. We are not going to know the how. We're not going to know how to get there. We're not going to know every step. If we knew every step, our goal would be too easy. It'd be too predictable, and it wouldn't be that good of a goal because our goals need to be something that excite us, but also terrify us that we don't really know how we're going to get to. But if we put that belief in ourselves and we just start and we just take little action by little action, that path that we are taking on this journey will start to become clear. It's little step by little step that gets us there. And this is something that I've really been learning and really been taking in lately because I've actually started to do it. And it's funny how everyone says this, but it's so true. You just have to start. You have to do it messy. You have to do it imperfect. If we are focused so much on everything just looking perfect and every little detail being exactly how you want it to be, you'll never start. There's so many different things that go into this. There's so many pieces of the puzzle that are coming together to create your goal, and each little piece is a little action. But if we don't even want to piece the puzzle together because we can't see what it looks like yet, and we want it to be perfect, we want to put it in the same place, and if we don't experiment with it and try out different pieces, we're never gonna put the puzzle together. And I think that's a great metaphor for life too, is that we have to take risks, we have to experiment, we have to take these little starting steps that are going to get us to that full puzzle being complete, and then we can start creating the next one. That's the beauty of life, is that we have infinite creativity, infinite ideas, infinite wisdom if we choose to tap into that universal source connection that we have that constantly is flowing to and through us. We just have to open the channel and listen and be aware of it and accepting of it and follow those little nudges and instincts and ideas because our ideas are so meant for us. For myself, I've personally found it a little difficult to pick one idea at a time because I've had so many flowing through me for the past few years, but I really haven't taken too much action on them. Now that I'm starting to take action, I'm starting to see all these things start to come together. Just amazing synchronicities. I'm going to use this morning as an example. I went to go meet with a lady that I heard about through my mom's friend who's a somatic therapist because I think somatic work is just so incredible and so healing and doing such good for the people in this world. And it's something that I really want to get into more and to help people with and guide people with. So I reached out to her by email just to meet up with her and chat with her. We went and grabbed a coffee this morning, and it was such a great conversation. And I'm so proud of myself that I took that step to going out of my comfort zone, to meeting someone I've never met, to just gain more knowledge, that's an example of a step right there. The next thing that's so amazing is she chose the coffee shop we were meeting at, and it was in the exact same parking lot as the grocery store I wanted to go to right after, and that grocery store literally had every single thing that I was needing to restock. It just worked out really well. It just shows that everything is always working out in our favor when we allow the universe to guide us and when we allow our ideas to be brought to life. We are literally living our highest purpose and our highest alignment when we choose to act on our ideas. And I'm not saying you have to act on every single idea you have today, because let's be so real, that's extremely overwhelming. And that is the reason why it's taken me so long to start acting on things, is because I've gotten so caught up in all of these ideas. But what one of my mentors, Yan, has been teaching me is that when we feel overwhelmed and we don't feel grounded and we feel like we cannot make a decision for the life of us, it's time to slow down and reconnect to our bodies. And this is where somatic work comes in. Like it's all connected. And just to take a breath, like put your hand on your heart, take some deep breaths, and get back into that space of feeling connected within yourself. And there's a couple things that you can ask yourself when you are now in that space. And it's honestly so simple to get there. You really just have to let yourself be present, let go of everything else that's going on around you, and just focus on your breath and focus on how you feel in your body. And one of the things you can ask yourself is, how can I add value to the world today? And I think that's such an amazing, expansive question you can ask yourself that's going to help you with really living more purposefully and actually taking some action towards that. Also asking how you can be of service to the world too, like really whatever wording aligns with you the most, as well as what feels most exciting to me. What am I most excited about right now out of all of my ideas? Because that is a key indicator that that is the one that you should start taking action on, so you can start moving towards it. Because what excites us the most is what lights us up the most. It allows us to shine our amazing light out into the world and really inspire that light in other people. Because when they see that you are so lit up, they'll also want to be so lit up for the most part. Okay, I literally had to look up the second question on my phone because she recently told it to me the other day. The next question is, what action step can I take today to make everything that much easier and effortless? And this is a magical phrase. Like, I've been using this, and the clarity and the strength of these visions coming to me with different action steps I can take each day has been astounding. Like, it is so cool to experience. So try out some of these questions. Let yourself come home to yourself, to your truth, to your wisdom, because it is there. There is all that potential just waiting for you to tap into it. And it's never ending as well. Like, we can do this whenever we want, and it really only takes a couple minutes a day. And the more you do it, the more you'll get better at it. The more it'll become easier to tap into that most expansive, highest version of yourself that we all really want to be. When I say highest self, I'm not trying to say that we're separate from that. I'm saying that that's the version of us that's already available to us within us. Everything that we want is already within us. That person that we want to be, that career that we want to have, that dream vacation we want to go on, it's already here. It's becoming the version of ourselves that is living that reality and really closing the gap between that by focusing on what that feels like and embodying that energy. That's why I believe that just coming back to yourself and taking some deep breaths and being in silence and presence and asking ourselves these questions is how we do that, because it brings us back to our true state, our true peaceful, loving, whole state, where we can make those clear decisions and really start to see that glimpse of the next step we can take that's going to take us to our most magical and enjoyable journey that we can take. And I know that this can feel scary. This morning, I was scared to go to that meeting. I feel scared that I shared my first offering on Instagram yesterday. Do I feel terrified to actually start doing it for real? Yes, 100%. But I know that if I don't take action on the things that excite me, it's just going to pass me by, and I'm never going to actually get to live that life that I truly desire for myself. And I honestly think that's even more scary. So it's reminding ourselves of that and choosing to focus on the excitement over the fear. Like when I'm really scared of something, I learned this from Mel Robbins, just to say, I'm excited to do this. I'm excited to do this over and over. And you actually kind of do start to shift into excitement instead of fear the more that you do it. Because excitement and fear, there's such a fine line between the two of what it feels like in our bodies. So telling ourselves of this excitement, because most of the time the things that we are most scared of, we really want to do. And we know that they'll make such impacts in our lives and even the lives of other people. But actually doing it, that fear can really hold us back. So try that little trick out and let me know how it works for you. Another reason why you should start right now is that we might as well take the risk. We might as well try, because if we don't, we just stay right here. When there's this whole ocean of opportunity out there, if we just choose to dip our toe in and then our foot, then our entire leg, and eventually our entire bodies. And so we're just diving head first and allowing ourselves to live so freely and so creatively and so in tune with our mind, body, and spirits, living the life that we have always dreamed of. So I encourage you to sit with yourself, to do that little practice. Let's actually do it right now, just while we're here together. So I want you to place a hand on your heart and let's close our eyes if you're in a place where you can do that. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Let's let it out with a big sigh. And we're going to do 5 more of these. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And number 3, in and out. Number 4, in and out. Number 5, in and out. And last one, in and sighing it out. And I want you to stay with your eyes closed in this present moment, really taking the time to be here for you. Really taking the time to connect with yourself, to observe anything that's coming up within yourself, and to really just give yourself this space right here, right now. I want you to ask yourself this question in your mind. What action step can I take today that is going to make things so much easier and effortless? Notice what comes up for you here. Notice any sensations in the body. And allow yourself to observe instead of judge, allowing your mind to go wherever it wants to, letting it be free and letting it be aligned with the version of you that is living the life you've always dreamed of. And then we're going to take one more deep breath in through the nose and letting it all out through the mouth. You can slowly open your eyes. And if you want to take more time to sit with this, please pause now and take time to do that. And also come back to this practice whenever you feel overwhelmed or you don't know where to put your focus or you are not sure what action you can take towards your biggest dreams and desires. Keep coming back to this practice. Get really good at being with yourself in the present moment, at holding space for yourself, because that's where all of our intuitive wisdom starts to show, in the silence, in these spaces that we create for it energetically. So I really hope this video has been an inspiring one for you today, and I really encourage you to take one little action step today. And I'd love for you to comment down below the little step that you are taking today, and just know that I am so proud of you and I am so grateful for you tuning in today. So thank you so much. You have got this. I believe in you. I love you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.